Hey guys, what's going on? My freaking camera quality, that's what's going on. Um, so, things? I don't know, I feel like I'm in a really... I feel like I want to rant, so I'm gonna rant. It's not much of a rant, I'm just kind of addressing some things I find completely bullshit. Specifically, arguments on the internet that shouldn't even be arguments. What I'm talking about... Ooh, pencil. Yeah. Anyways. So, I guess, like, I'm just gonna point out some arguments on the internet that I find, like, freaking ridiculous. Like, let's see, well, I mean, let's start off with Brody, since, that's the shit on the internet right now. And has been for, like, the past 3 or 4 years. Well, it's all the stereotypes that kind of gets to me. Not in the sense that I take offense to it. I sort of do, well, not directly, because I have no room to relate in any of those stereotypes. Like, for one, it was the, let's see, bronies or fags. Well, I mean, I guess the bundle of sticks disguise is working pretty well, because I'm tricking like everybody. Bronies are homosexual closet dwellers that fap to ponies. That's 3 stereotypes in one. This is not my basement. This is not my closet. This is my room. I come in here to, play video games and entertain myself and relieve stress. Not in the way you think. Relieving stress applies with, internet and video games. Or take a walk, but, And the next thing, that's like 2 birds with 1 stone. And the next one is homosexual. Well, I'm not exactly gay, so... point disproven? Let's see. Bronies are furries. Well, I particularly can fit into that stereotype because I'm both. But, I mean, in a general sense, no. We're really not. We're just people who like a show. That's basically the gist. There's no... I find it ridiculous because people are making it such a big deal. Like, I mean, I guess on both sides. I mean, it's all over the internet because, with other bronies, they want to find people like them, and to do that, it's kind of like a mating call, sort of. They post ponies, and then other people start discussing ponies, and that's kind of how it works, and that's, I guess, why people do it. Or they do it because somebody else might get the reference and start laughing or something. So it's not like they're out to annoy everybody, maybe some of them, because I know a lot of people who think it's funny to piss off people who don't like ponies and are against it. I just think the whole... Shut up. I think it's the whole anti-brony thing that really annoys me. Because they had to go that far. They couldn't just say, I don't care for this, and frankly, I don't care for the people shoving it down my throat, so, yeah, just stay away from me and don't force me to watch anything. But no, they had to take it a whole step further. They had to make their own generalizations. They had to, freaking... They have to harass every brony they find on the internet. Well, some of them do. I have a couple anti-brony friends in real life who are pretty fine, and they actually surprisingly have a lot of brony friends. And they don't give a shit. Because they like the person for the person. See, that's the thing that gets me. A lot of people don't get to know the person before they start judging. It's like, oh, you're automatically a pony fucker. You're a horse fucker who stays in his basement all day. His mom's basement, maybe. Personally, if I had a basement, I'd probably be down there. It's a nice, cold environment where I can get away from people. I'm not a big fan of people. I'm really not. I'm pretty shy. But, in any case, yeah. I find it ridiculous how people are making it such a big deal. Like, calm the fuck down. Seriously. It's really not as big of a deal as you're making it. Next thing is furries, since that's another thing I happen to be associated with, and let me just show my furry pride for just a second. Whoa, wolfies and stuff. My ears are off. But yeah, wow, my ears are way off. Well, I haven't worn this thing in forever, so yeah. Ugh! Anyways, so people think furries are just animal fuckers. That's a weird concept to me, and I want to steer clear of that. I don't find any animal besides a human attractive. So, let's see. What else? What else? Well, I mean, people kind of make it so that it's like, people say it's like, you know, furries are just people who like, you know, anthropomorphic R34. That's not exactly true, because really what a furry is somebody who just likes an anthropomorphic form of an animal and enjoys the idea and the artwork. Personally, I like the artwork. I think people can get pretty creative with their OCs and stuff, especially when they make like a whole new freaking species. I think it's pretty cool. But yeah, the YIF part is pretty strange. Like I said, I don't really have an attraction to animals, so that's not exactly my thing. And that's all I've really gotten from furries, other than the pedophiles thing, which I don't know what fucked up person decided that was a you know, pretty educated guess. I don't even know how to respond to that. It's just ridiculous. What else? There was... What was I going to talk about? It had nothing to do with, like, the two biggest fandoms on the internet. Music taste. That's what it was. I was thinking yesterday about music taste, because I saw an argument about it on Facebook that I happened to join. But in a neutral sense, but still I participated, so. I feel like anybody can listen to whatever music they want. It's just the certain types of people, they usually fit the generalizations that some people, you know, throw out. Like, you know, post-hardcore and stuff is, you know, like Black Veil Brides and Pierce the Veil and stuff like that is all for, you know, little emo faggots. I have emo friends, and that's not exactly the nicest thing to say to them, especially if they're, you know, actually emotionally unstable, because you don't know, the slightest thing could go and make them, like, try to commit suicide or something. I'm not saying this like it's a stereotype. I'm saying this out of almost personal really personal experience. You could say anything and people be like, you know what? I don't belong here. I think I'm just gonna go kill myself. And I've talked countless people out of suicide. It's crazy. And it's all because of rather stupid things, but at the same time, you know, maybe their tolerance level isn't exactly what we see as normal. Maybe they're just, you know... I'm going off on a whole different subject here. Back to what I was saying. Music taste. I just don't like rap and pop. I'm okay with almost everything else. Reggae, I'm not a fan of. Well, some rap. Well, I mean, like Hobson. Hobson is okay. It's all because of the lyrics. I like the lyrics. Because he actually speaks about something that isn't cash, you know, booty, hoes, drugs, what the fuck ever. Like Kanye West, 2 Chainz, shit like that can go, you know, burn in the past and stuff. But, like, I don't like the demographic that listens to it, or the general demographic. I guess maybe, you know, some random guy could find it pretty catchy. But most of them are swag fags, and I happen to hate swag fags. Well, not hate them. I just really strongly dislike them because I've had a lot of bad past experiences with them. And, you know, yeah, I bear the grudge. But I'm not here to talk about my life story. So, let's see. Well, yeah, I mean, personally, you can listen to any music you want. I'm not going to hate you for the music you listen to. I mean, especially since my musical tastes are pretty open. I can listen to, like, from, like, death metal to, like, reggae. Some reggae is pretty good, actually. To, like, 50s jazz, to orchestral, whatever, however you want to say it. I really, really love orchestral. To, like, maybe, I don't know, regular rock, glam rock. Now I'm just listing genres that I like. Dubstep, drum and bass. Might as well. And then whatever else I haven't really heard of. I mean, like, sub-genres and stuff I've heard of. I've gotten... Like... Yeah, I'm not gonna go too far into what I like. But... It's a pretty, like, I can go from, like, the most hardcore of songs to, like, the softest of songs. I could go from something that you'd want to thrash to something you'd want to, lay down on your bed and cry about. I haven't actually done that. But sometimes I get the feeling I should. It's just the way the music says. Why do I keep trailing off? Just add a 0 to my age, and it's like I'm acting like that. I'm 17, so I'd be 170. But yeah, musical taste. Just listen to whatever the fuck you want. You shouldn't be criticized for what you like, and nobody should be criticizing your musical taste. Because really, how can you stoop that freaking low? Like, oh, you listen to freaking post-hardcore, you emo gay faggot, go die in a hole with your pussy shit, It's music. I happen to find it appealing. Back the fuck off. Go listen to what you want to listen to, and I'll listen to what I listen to, and don't tell me what to listen to, because fuck you. And I will listen to what I want. I decide what I find appealing, and you decide what you find appealing. Okay? Okay. And just a note for all the idiots who really didn't get my point. Don't bother posting on the comments, because your opinion is really not needed here. And I'm talking about the ignorant ones who, would make a generalization anyways without stopping to think twice. I guess I could go and relate to whatever. For bronies, I wasn't particularly okay with it at first. I was an immature little 13, 14-year-old maybe. I think I was 14. It was May of 2012, so I was 14. I was 14. So, 14 or 15. I don't give a shit. I was an age. I was young. I was immature, and I was like, I mean, I didn't, like, go and hate people, but I was kind of like, why would they like this? It's a baby show. What is so appealing? And then I'd go and see my friends are posting pony stuff, and I'd be like, oh my god. And then I finally gave it a chance after my friend's birthday party. Well, parties-ish. They're twins, so. And they're both bronies and stuff. And yeah. I decided to give it a try the next day. And I liked it. So, I mean, if you give it a second chance and you don't like it, just, I mean, it's nothing bad. Nobody's forcing you to watch it. And if somebody's forcing you to watch it, then you need to, like, bash their face in with a hammer. No, please don't do that. I don't advocate, I don't support violence on this channel. But, just steer clear of the people who try to force you to do shit that you don't want to do. That's called peer pressure. And if you continue down that path, well, I mean, there's only certain things that we morally allow. Yeah. And then furries, well, I mean, I never really had an opinion on them. I just kind of came across them one day, and I heard about the fandom following it, and I was like, huh, this is pretty interesting, and I liked it. So, as for music, well, there was a point where I didn't really like any music. I was just kind of like, I hate music. And then I started getting into Breaking Benjamin, and then I stayed on them for like a year, and then it just, and I like almost everything. I don't like everything, because, you a stupid hoe, and, nigga isn't very, I mean, not exactly, those aren't exactly inspirational lyrics. I like inspirational lyrics or just music that sounds freaking amazing. In a way where it's not, some fast-paced drums that are in a song they don't belong in, aka rap. Like those fast, cool-sounding drums, like they don't belong in a musical genre that is, I have to admit, poorly thought up on. Well, I mean, it's taken over by a pretty bad generation. Look at me, I'm going against my own words. But really, I mean, the generalization is almost true, so I guess that's why. Yeah. Well, I guess that's my 2 cents on it. That's all I really have to say, so whatever. Bye, I guess.